thanks for coming to the Ascom booth to hear our presentation this afternoon. I'd like to introduce our guest speaker, Kristen Robb. Kristen is the Strategic Partner Director for Mission Hospital in Southern California. And with that, I'll hand it over to Kristen. Thank you.
Thanks, Sean. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to HAMS. First day is always a lot of fun, I'm sure. Ascom has invited me here to share with you the journey we've been on as far as our mobile experience at Mission Hospital. Mission Hospital, for those of you that don't know us, is in Southern California, in Mission Viejo. We have two hospitals, actually, Mission Viejo and then as well as Laguna Beach. We are a level 2 trauma center. We have several institutes that we run: the Neuroscience Spine Institute, Heart Institute, Mission Maternity Center. We're building our new cancer center that we're really excited about. And we do a lot of focus on our mental health and wellness down at Laguna Beach. And we also have a great partner with Chalk, who looks after all our neonatal and pediatrics at Mission. This is our Laguna Beach Hospital. It's beautiful. So we recently became part of a new organization, and we are now Providence St. Joseph Health. We are now 50 hospitals. We have approximately 111,000 caregivers between our hospitals. We range from Alaska, California, Washington, Oregon, Texas. It's quite a large organization now, and lots of partnerships throughout. So, the reason why I'm here today is really to talk to you about the challenges we faced as far as a hospital and how our nurses really struggled with communication and being able to streamline some of their workflows. We spend a lot of time watching them and seeing what's really going on. They get interrupted a lot in their workflow on a daily basis. So they're interrupted many times between 2 and 3 minutes. They walk 4 to 7 miles a day. And then they carry a ton of devices with them. They'll have a pager, they'll have a phone. If they cover any breaks, they have like 3 phones. They have digital cameras for wound care photos, you name it, glucometers, scanners, barcode scanners, etc., right? So it was a real challenge watching them run around and try and find all these devices on a daily basis. It just takes up a lot of time. So really, the key to excellent communication is being to get the right information to the right person at the right time, at the right place, and in the right mode. So whether that's texting, messaging, phone calls, etc. When they're so busy and they're being interrupted all the time, sometimes a text is the best thing for them, right? They can just take a quick glance and carry on with what they're doing. It doesn't really interrupt them. So our vision was really around the one, and we called it the one because we really wanted to combine all these devices to one single device and get rid of everything that they're looking for. They spend so much time looking for these devices. So when we started really outlining what that looked like, it was obviously the mobile device at the start, right? We got really excited when we saw the smartphone that Ascom had to offer, and all the opportunities that it provided us. So with the phone, we really wanted it to be durable, right? The environment's very difficult for all of our equipment. Nurses are pretty hard on phones especially. It had to have a replaceable battery. We needed a panic feature for their safety. We needed some extra functionality to the phone, and the smartphone is really key for that. So it handles our secure messaging. We do all of our nursing assignments are assigned to the phones. Bidirectional communication back and forth. And then with the scanning and the photos, we could do our BMV scanning for our bedside medication verifications, right, and our wound care photos. So we've done some integration around these pieces too. And then of course with our alerts and monitoring. So we've been able to integrate our patient alarms, so they're coming straight to the phones. If there's any events or alarms, they page the nurses based on the assignment that we set. And then as well for our telemetry units, they filter those alarms and then send them to the nurses on their phones. And from that point, they can actually jump straight into the live waveform using an application that we use called Airstrip. And then of course we can do our mass messaging and then the profiles and security. So a really important feature that our nurses love the most is we do single sign-on badge authentication with all our PCs in the unit, right? So that workflow is very fluid for them. So it's the same deal with the phones. They just badge in and grab their phone, they're logged into it, they see all the patients they're assigned to, etc. It works really well for them. So, deployment challenges. The beauty with this design of this system is that they work as a shared device, right? So we have our banks of phones on each unit, and the nurses can really just walk up and grab any phone, and they're assigned to that specific phone. If something happens to the phone, they can just easily go badge in and pick up another phone, and their profile flows with them. We also have the integration from our EMR and our PBX for all of our messaging and phone calls. With the EMR integration, we're sending some of our stat orders for like respiratory therapy, for example, to the phones. So our respiratory therapists are all over the hospital and they're able to pick up their orders while they're working. They don't have to go back to their main office. And then, of course, the dynamic roles. So you have certain roles that you always need on shift, right? So we have our charge nurses, for example. So if a charge is going off unit for a meeting, then she can easily, or he can easily hand over that role to another individual using the phones. And then all the alerts, alarms, messaging goes directly to that person. So this is what it looks like for us. We have the main screen on the phone, your home screen, which is really important to us, is your alerts and alarms. So that's the first screen that clinicians always see, instead of just a home screen full of applications, right? So they can accept their alarm or decline it if they're busy, and then it'll go to the next person based on their assignment, right? Then they can jump into the event detail of what happened with that alarm. And then from there they can actually jump right into the live patient waveform on the patient monitors at the bedside. So they can not only see the event, they can also see what's happening now, real time, after that event. And then of course the communication. So they have their care teams around that patient, and they can forward that alarm to other individuals or physicians, etc., so that they can see real time what happened as well. So our goals around our program is really to obviously increase our HCAP scores, because it's so important to all of us in the hospitals, right? Streamline the workflows, try and reduce that noise in the patient environment, as well as the delays in patient care. Communication is key for that, right? So, also from our clinician or our caregiver's perspective, being able to make their lives a lot easier and actually give time back to our patients, right, where they should be spending their time. Our partners have really been fundamental through this journey. Ascom especially, we've been a long time partner with Ascom as far as our mobile phones go at the hospital, but they really came to the table with us to help develop what this one program would look like. And then, of course, Airstrip. We've been using Airstrip for years too, and they've been a great partner to help adapt to what our needs are. We use the OB product for them, and then with this addition of using context, we brought on the cardiology application as well. And then GE, of course, we have GE equipment all over the hospital, and that's our main patient monitor. And then we have Hillbrom beds, so we've been able to integrate all those pieces, including our staffing assignments. We have worked through integrating our staffing assignments. So we assign a Unite Assign, which is Ascom staffing assignment tool, and then we're able to send that to Hillbrom now, so that the nurses don't have to assign it in multiple systems. And Everbridge we use Everbridge for our mass communication for the whole health system. So where we are today is really, we've been able to pull a lot of these pieces together, and it's pretty exciting. We feel that it's really a one-stop shop for our dynamic care teams. We have all our integrations. The wound care is one of the most popular things for the nurses too, because they used to struggle. They had one camera per unit that was locked up somewhere, right? So they'd have to find that camera and take their photos, and then the photos would just like disappear for 3 or 4 days before they made it to the EMR. And it was really frustrating, because then of course the nurses aren't working anymore, right? So the ICOs have cameras on them, so we were able to load our Healthy Pics application that we use for wound care photos, and it's already integrated to our EMR, and now when we take pictures of wounds, it's loaded within seconds to the EMR, and it never fails. Like it's amazing compared to the cameras. So anyway, so that's one of the nurses' favorite things right now. Some of the units we hadn't rolled the phones out to yet, but they had heard about the wound care cameras, so they wanted the phones just for that. So some of them have one phone just for the cameras, so for the wound care, just because we haven't rolled it all out yet, right? So I think I've pretty much explained why Ascom, but it was really about their willingness to be a great partner and come to the table and work through the challenges that we face, especially doing so many integrations at once, right? There's been some bumps along the road for sure, but nonetheless, willing to work through all those with us. And then there's so much more that we can do too, and that's what we're really looking forward to, is integrating hopefully some on-call scheduling so that messaging can get to the right physician that's on call in the middle of the night, right, instead of the one that's not. I love getting calls in the middle of the night. And then integrating some of our other patient care devices, the IV infusion pumps, the pulse ox, etc. And then, of course, our sepsis and rapid response teams. So they're already using the application and getting paged right away if there's a code sepsis or code rapid response. And then RTLS. So we're looking at different ways that we can possibly replace our current nurse tracking system. So right now we have legacy nurse trackers, and they don't even make them anymore. So we need to come up with a new solution, and for the fact that everybody has a phone, it makes it a really interesting option. So we're looking at how we're going to work on that. And that's really been what our journey is so far with Ascom and our one device. I'm not sure if anybody has any questions. I'd be happy to answer them for you. But thank you.